Now, for more on arresting the threatening trend of substandard buildings in Nigeria, I'm now being joined in the studio by the president of the Nigerian Institute of Building, KUNLE AWOBODU. Thank you so much for coming on the news.
It's a pleasure.
Well, despite all of these cries about from professionals when it comes to building, we still tend to see houses, structures that are, bereft of professional supervision. Why do we have all of these, across the nation, especially Lagos?
Well, the reason why we have this is not far-fetched. It's a result of quackery. Some people who are not trained in the profession of building are taking over construction activities in that industry. Such practice is antithetical to the development of a nation that is guided by law. So our advocacy over the year is for government to introduce a proper mechanism for implementing some of the existing regulations. And that is possible. Once that is done, the crisis will be over.
Well, this proper mechanism might be somewhat broad. Could you just give us, expatiate further on it? Like, what are the things that they need to really put in place so for all of these things to be observed?
There is a process in construction. And you start from building plan approval with the Ministry of Physical Planning. You are required to present your survey plan, to present architectural drawings and then structural drawings. There are things to be verified here. In the survey plan, there must be a registered surveyor. You will have the seal. Then you confirm it is authentic. In the architectural drawing, there must be a registered builder's seal or stamp on it. Then the structural drawing, you must have the current stamp or seal.
Okay.
To show that it was designed by maybe a structural engineer from Nigerian Society of Engineers. So that is the design aspect. And that has gone a long way at eradicating the problem of quackery at planning stage. But unfortunately, the construction stage has not been well handled or monitored with regulations to be able to eliminate the problem of quackery. So the importance of mass history, 63 mass history, was that after that collapse, the collapse of the 5-story building, the government set up a panel of investigation, a 5-man panel. One major recommendation in that area that really tried to address the problem on site was for professional builder to be allowed to manage production process on every building site across Lagos.
Right. Let me buzz in here. So that happened. Yeah. 1 year ago, we had that on the news, and we tried to feel the pulse of the people. But who should raise the alarm when you tend to see buildings that are defective structures, and then you feel this building is not erected by professionals? Yeah. Is it the occupants? Is it people on the streets? Because government may not be able to see all of the buildings, many buildings across the state. So whose responsibility is it really?
Yes. Actually, in a community, we should learn how to blow the whistle. When you see a structure within your environment that is showing signs of weakness, like spalling of concrete under the surface of the buildings, which is very common on Lagos Island, you can as well draw the attention of the LABCA, for instance, in Lagos or in Abuja, Federal Capital Territory. Once you draw the attention of those monitoring officers, they will come there and examine the problem.
Well, we hope
to nip it in the bud.
Well, we have to. I'm afraid we have to stop it here. We hope that everyone that is listening definitely will. Because of time,
as we are rounding up, there is a solution in the pipeline, which is making sure that professional builders manage all the building sites in Nigeria. Once that one is done, the crisis of building collapse will become a thing of the past.
President, Nigerian Institute of Building, KUNLE AWOBODU, thank you so much for sharing your insight on the news.